Late fourth quarter, 4th and 1. Baker fumbles, recovered by Kenny Vaccaro, and he inside the 15, giving the Titans a very short field. Baker can't believe it. 33 seconds ago, Tannehill, Cameron Batson, touchdown. It's a 41-35 game. So here comes the onside kick, and Browns recover. Had a huge lead. They hang on. 41-35 the final. Diana Rossini, she's on SportsCenter.
We just try to do whatever it takes to win. And whether that's passing the ball or running the ball, and I think we found a good balance today, and we've just been finding ways to do that, whatever it takes to win.
Kevin Stefanski's ability to draw up this play, the plays today that were successful, what do you make of your head coach and his ability to call a game like he just did?
Amazing. I mean, you put 38 points up in the first half. I mean, that's something that's probably something that doesn't happen a lot in Cleveland either, you know.
Poor coaching, poor playing. You know, just couldn't get stops early. You know, weren't able to sustain any kind of drives. You know, that's just, you know, went for it. We didn't get it. You know, we held them to a field goal early, started moving the ball, didn't get it, and then, you know, just hung the defense out. You know, I mean, just didn't give them an opportunity, and they weren't coming up defensively. We weren't coming up with stops. Having been in the National Football League, playing and coaching, I've seen teams fight. I've seen coaches fight players. I've seen players fight players. I've seen offensive players fight defensive players. And guys really just pack up and go home and bitch and complain and look to point fingers. And my point is I never saw that. We lost. We didn't coach well enough. We didn't play well enough.
All right, Tim Roth back here with us. And, Tim, let's start with you in Cleveland. I mean, they were up 38-7, and that was a huge surprise when I saw that developing Sunday afternoon. What did you see from the Browns' offense that enabled them to jump out to that huge lead?
Well, listen, details matter, and Kevin Stefanski is there in Cleveland to help kind of fix how things were going for Baker Mayfield. And it hasn't been perfect, but they're coaching the details, and it's showing up in their passing game. Good example, his first touchdown pass to Jarvis Landry is at the top of the screen. Coming off the play action, look at the patience by Landry. You know, Baker's going to work to his right, which is going to move Kevin Byard. So there needs to be patience and the awareness of the timing by Jarvis Landry to allow that window to happen when Baker moves the safety with his eyes. Then, later in the game, it's hard play action. He's basically going to take about 11 steps off of this hard play action cell. And so they're going to do a double move off of this. So let's wind it back and look at the route combination with this hard play action. Peoples-Jones does an excellent job here of basically coming to a complete stop, but then also turning his head back to the quarterback. That does two things. It sells the route, but it also creates a situation where you don't outrun the quarterback's arm because of the hard play action. It's really well done. They're little things that make a huge difference in terms of timing in the passing game. They're doing a good job of coaching it. They're doing it without, you know, their best wide receiver, but their passing game is benefiting because of it. And quite honestly, they look like a really good football team, especially with some of the other pieces they have, obviously running the football and how they play defense.
Yeah, and here's the deal. I mean, this was a balanced attack early on to get to that 38-7 advantage, because it's one thing to score 38 points, Rob, but to only give up 7 to a Titans offense led by Derrick Henry. That, to me, was impressive. What did you see from the Browns defense?
Yeah, look, everyone knew coming into this matchup it was going to be who could stop the other team's running game, and Cleveland did a great job stopping Derrick Henry from running all over them. And there was 2 instances in this game where short yardage, which just falling forward, Derrick Henry usually gets it. Well, they stop him here. They don't convert. They don't get the first down. And then another down here on a 2-point conversion, they stop his forward progress, which is really, really hard to do. That means you have to gang tackle. And I think a pivotal point in this game was this play right here, this volleyball drop pass interception. If Tennessee scores on that drive, it basically gets them into winning position. If the game progresses just as it did and they scored on this drive, they would have won the game by a point. So it just goes to show you that one play here or there at the end of the game always can count and matter. So Tennessee, look, they're not out of this thing. They're not going to be count out of here. So you heard Vrabel. It was on the coaches, on the players. So I think that they'll learn from this. They'll move on, and they're still a tough team. But Cleveland did a great job stopping Derrick Henry, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Cleveland also guaranteed itself its first winning season since 2007. So Northeast Ohio, congratulations on that. Let's check out another game.